welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite program, The Diaspora. On today's edition, I have all-round good news for you. Another set of stranded girls in Lebanon have successfully returned home. I'll bring you details of this amazing story shortly. All things are being put in place to alleviate poverty and suffering in Nigeria, particularly those who have lost their means of livelihood and are barely struggling for survival. The Islamic Development Bank, IDB, in conjunction with the International Organization for Migration, IOM, have come to the rescue. Please stay tuned for this and so much more on today's edition of your favorite program, The Diaspora. And I remain your regular host, Koinsola Adetumbi. The Islamic Development Bank, IDB, in conjunction with the International Organization for Migration, IOM, has struck a deal with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission to implement 3 key socio-economic programs, namely Diaspora Humanitarian Sukuk, Diaspora Remittances and Capacity Building, as well as research and training. Dr. Mahmoud Kamara, Regional Head of Islamic Development Bank in Nigeria, led the delegation to the strategic meeting with the Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Arewa. Let's take a listen to their deliberations.
The Humanitarian Diaspora Sukuk is designed with multilateral development banks such as IDB, African Development Bank, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, subscribing to the sukuk issued by Nigeria at a discounted profit rate, currently facing the pains of the humanitarian and pandemic crisis. The profit will be paid by a charitable, non-governmental organization such as Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation as an incentive to the crisis affecting country, in this case Nigeria, contingent upon judicious utilization of the sukuk funds for cash flow generating real assets backed development projects that will be achieved within timely milestones that trickle down to uplift the citizens from humanitarian and pandemic crisis hardships. Nigeria, in this case, will only pay the principal component of the sukuk as long as it achieves the developmental humanitarian targets. This results-based approach will boost the patriotic confidence of diaspora investors who are keen to ensure that their country will develop. Furthermore, a suitable multilateral development bank that can issue insurance guarantees, such as the Islamic Corporation for the Insurance of Investment and Export Credit, which is one of our entities of the Islamic Development Bank Group, or we can also use the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MIGA, of the World Bank, that would issue a charitable guarantee to enhance the sukuk rating and reduce the cost of issuance. This enhancement can attractively position the sukuk issuance as a Basel III compliant, high-quality liquid asset. Consequently, instead of begging the public for charitable donations during the crisis, the humanitarian diaspora sukuk will be open to the public to invest alongside MDBs for a discounted profit rate that will crowd in social and ethical conscious private sector with a view to raise larger pool of funds for an appropriate synergistically coordinated crisis migration. The key message here is that These the diaspora sukuks will be used for infrastructure projects or crisis relief in say fragile situations of Nigeria, such as the Northeast. Diaspora sukuks have typically been successful in countries such as Israel and India, where experts have strong patriotism and knowledge of their home. However, such bonds typically carry low yields because of the strong patriotic duties held by experts to their home countries. On this note, Your Excellency, we're here essentially to piggyback on you, to literally hold our hands through the process. The core team is actually in Jeddah, where the bank is located. We are only here basically serving as a clearinghouse. Okay. If this concept is appealing to you, if it gains some amount of traction, we can then work together with IOM, bring together a team from Jeddah that can work with your team to move this process forward.
As IOM, this is an area that we have worked on, but in other parts of the world. And it's an area that if is considered as priority for the government, which from our previous conversations with the Commission have been highlighted as part of the areas that the Commission is very much interested. Are very technical areas that involves the engagement of other sectors of government, like the financial institutions. But we're hoping that under the direction and guidance of the Commission, we'll be able to wade through these processes. And of course, our biggest intention as IOM is that whatever intervention that we carry out in the country, that it's going to be successful, that we do not embark on an exercise that would halfway run into pitches and challenges. So we are looking forward to work closely with the Commission and see how best we can work out an arrangement that is suitable for especially the final beneficiaries of the intervention.
Once we have the team, we brief accordingly, and then we can take the next steps. So it's something we're very much interested in. It's something that I think is doable. It's something that I believe will have an impact on not just the economy of Nigeria, but Nigerians themselves, particularly Nigerians in the diaspora, that we really need to reach out to. So I'm excited about it, but I want to be excited to ensure that it succeeds. So let's have, we'll put together a strong team made up of IOM, IDB, the Diaspora Commission, to start work immediately. And then we meet again with all the modalities and take the next step. So I thank you for coming. And we also hope that as we move on, we'll be working with IOM as well as hopefully IDB now and my sister here. You said we should hold your hands. I think you should hold her hands. Because we're also growing. So we need to hold each other's hands to make a lot of things work. And we also want to focus a lot on research and development in the diaspora as an area of concern for us. And we're also looking at data on migrants. So we're working on the database of our people abroad. See what COVID has shown to the world. How do you make irregular migration regular? With girls crying from other countries, Lebanon, Oman, we're in trouble, we're dying. How do you make it legal? You don't have to go in search of employment and be dying along the way. So it's one of the areas that we hope that we can achieve success on. On our own level, we want to have a diaspora e-library subsequently. And we'll also count on your support in that regard, because there's nothing without knowledge. So diaspora e-library that can be a library that I'm sure IDB will be proud to be part of, and IOM too. So and hopefully, as a movement, we'll have our own building strictly for the diaspora. but that's a long-term thing and on the way. So really, basically, I want to say I think it's a welcome development. Thank you for the visit, and let's hit the ground running and put up a team and start working on the modalities and take the next steps and give ourselves a deadline on which we can put in place what will be the next steps and the structure of how to go about it and what we'll be looking at.
Now diaspora policy put together. We are waiting for the approval of the policy by the Federal Executive Council, and I'm sure once that happens, so many other things are going to move from there. And I think this is like something that has come ahead of the policy, but hopefully we are going to walk through it, because this is very relevant. This is something we look forward to. Like the chairman said, we've just set up the committee to establish the National Diaspora Investment Trust Fund. And the committee is right now, as we are speaking, working on it. And also, I would like to assure you that our chairman is one person who doesn't start something and abandon it halfway. She goes all the hog down the line. I can almost guarantee you that our own side of the team will be put together, and we'll get back to you. This is a welcome development. We've had the Nigerian Diaspora Bond, which even before it was set up, it was oversubscribed. And people have been agitated. How can they invest something that will be helpful to the country, both in terms of the infrastructural development and also the crisis relief?
Wow, such a lovely initiative. We hope to see it play out soon. Now the chairman CEO, Honorable Abike Jabiri Arewa, congratulates Dr. Mustapha Gidado, PhD, MSc, MPH and MBSS on his appointment as the first Nigerian, in fact African and non-Dutch professional to function in the capacity as the Executive Director at the KNCV Tuberculosis Foundation, situated at The Hague in Netherlands. We are super proud to have you represent our dear nation, Nigeria, on the world map. Kudos, brother. Dr. Gidado says he has worked in TB control as a doctor. He experienced firsthand people and children die unnecessarily because they did not receive the correct treatment or because TB was discovered late. And that's what motivates his work. He is obliged to prevent this from continuing, as he is honored and feels humbled to be leading his organization on its mission, a world-free TB. Wow, congratulations on your new appointment, Dr. Mustapha Gidado. And now onto another interesting news on the entertainment industry. Welcome home Rosemary Alaba. She is a Nigerian born in Vienna, Austria, to a Filipino mother and a Nigerian father. She returned home to pursue her musical career, as we all know that the Nigerian musical industry is taking waves globally. Alaba began her music education early, as her parents enrolled her in piano lessons at the age of 8. After they discovered her interest and talent in music when she was 6. In 2015, Alaba released her debut single, All of This Is You, which peaked at number 16 on the Austrian singles top 40 charts. She had a massive break in her music career in 2017 when she was approached by Coca-Cola to pen the theme song for the 2017 Special Olympics World Winter Games, titled Can You Feel It? She performed the song at the opening ceremony, which held in Vienna, Austria. Alaba began connecting with her Nigerian roots in 2017 during a visit to Nigeria. She took an interest in the pervading genre, which inspired the production of another single, My Love, Sabio, which fused pop and Afrobeat genres. The Adrian Louis and Sylvida Beats produced song enjoyed massive airplay on Nigerian radio stations. She proceeded to collaborate with the Nigerian artist Mayoko on the song 50-50, which went onto the top the Nigerian iTunes charts and has over 500,000 views on YouTube.
I know I'm gonna love it, gonna love it. Baby, be my one and only. Boy, you know somebody, got to hold somebody. 50-50 love it, 50 love it.
Wow, another banger. Thanks for bringing this huge talent back home. We love you. We just can't get over our virtual National Diaspora Day, as it was filled with power-packed speeches from our panelists and speakers. Now let's listen to Masai Ujuri and Dr. Yetunde Omede's piece from the celebrations.
I started playing football at a young age in Zaria, and then found the game of basketball through my coach, Oliver Johnson, in ABU, Zaria, and playing on the outdoor courts here. And then the love of the game, you know, took me on this unbelievable journey to the States, where played basketball in prep school, went to college, and then went to play professional. I wasn't a very good professional, but I managed to kind of hang in there, and on that way, I was proud that in '97 I played for Nigeria, the national team, and developed this love for coaching and also watching younger players. I knew I wasn't going to be good enough to be a professional player at a high level, and my thinking started going towards sports, working in sports, scouting, and scouring the world for talent. And that's how I started scouting. And honestly, by the grace of God, I'm Nigerian. You persevere, you're resilient, you continue to try and work hard. You try to really do your best in every way to respect people along the way, be honest along the way, try to help people along the way, and you know, find this passion in the game, because sometimes when we were growing up, there was a lot of concentration on go to school, which helped me. My parents were educationists too, but I found a way in sports, and there was something new in sports where I had to build myself. I found myself in this position, first as general manager, and now I'm president of the team. And there's been a lot of people that have helped along the way, and I'm proud to be Nigerian and proud to be African.
But I realized that as I got older, that my name was a form of my identification. It was showing you where I come from. It was a way of not only giving honor to my background, but also giving honor to my parents who came here many years ago in the pursuit to ensure that I also had opportunities, right? And these same opportunities that we're trying to create for those who are living and born in Nigeria. So, and as a professor, I teach imperialism. And one of the things about students is that, you know, my job is to bring the world to them. They may not have the opportunity to travel to another part of the world. They may never have the opportunity to maybe meet someone like me. But what I can do through my teaching is to let them know that, look, the world as we know it is uneven. Not everybody got a fresh start, and not everybody got to, you know, to win the race when it started. But what happens is that there are historical contexts to the issues that we see in the world. And if you look at African countries, they may say some of it, why is some of these areas undeveloped? But the same issues that you may see on the African continent is the same issues you may see in Latin America. It's the same issue that you may see in Asia. So we there's an embodiment of understanding that we are where we are because of historical interferences, because of issues that were out of our control. And when they start learning the history of Africa, they get a better sense of, wow, this is a place that has a rich history. This is a place that has been through some things such as colonialism and all types of other issues that some other countries have also been through. But at the same time, we have been able to reshape our story. And that being said, by being a Nigerian, first generation Nigerian American woman walking to a classroom filled with a lot of people who don't look like me. So when the semester's over and I have a few of the, the Black students who come up to me and say, this is my first time of having, an African American woman as a professor, representation does something. Same thing as Masai and everybody who's in these positions. When we are in a position, we represent our country. We represent our culture.
Ha! Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down.
Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging, Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Welcome back. With joy in my heart, I would like to say a big welcome home to another set of stranded girls who returned from Lebanon. And kudos to the Osun State government, Governor Boyega Oyetola, for coming to the aid of the 15 girls who are from Osun State. And also to the SSA Diaspora, to the governor, for fast-tracking their return. Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at nidcom_gov, on our Instagram page at nidcom_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network News on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m., and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. I remain your host, Queen Sola Adetumbi. See you next time.